Hey guys, it's layout update time. Yes, layout update, I said that. It's been a little while since I did a layout update. Well, you know, like I said in the previous videos, it's getting a little bit cooler here in the garage, and we're able to start working on the layout a little bit more instead of, you know, sweating. So I think I'm gonna start working over here on the section in orange. And you know me, I always, every video I'm like, talk about like, I think I'm gonna do this and I think I'm gonna do that. And then whatever, I just do whatever strikes me at the moment. And right now here in this moment, I was looking at this little section right here, this little grassy area. And my plan was to sort of have, let me get my balance here. My plan was to sort of have a divide right here between Westpac, which is over there, and all the way down here, which has got, what is it, FXI. And we just don't want anything here. This is just gonna be scenery, nothing, no industries, nothing like that. And so what I did was I just kind of pulled the trees out of there. I just had them stuck in over here. And this whole grassy little patch was just a temporary thing, because we need to work on a little bit of elevation, because this is looking pretty flat, isn't it, over here? So what we're gonna do is build up a little sort of hills right here, sort of kind of like I have on my other parts of my layout here. And here's what I use for it. I've got some packing material, whatever. You can use whatever you want, you know, paper bags, anything that can kind of stand up to it. A little bit of plaster cloth right over here. I'm just gonna kind of situate it down over here and get it, you know, covered in plaster cloth, and then we'll start covering it with a mixture of like grout and a white glue and a little bit of paint, just to get it on the, you know, get the coloring right and everything. So let me set all that up. We'll see what it looks like here. Okay, so I grabbed my little paper over there and I just kind of scrunched it all up over here. It's pretty squished up. It's a little springy right now, but the plan is to kind of have, you know, something like that. Something along that line. Not quite that high, but, you know, we'll cover this in plaster cloth now. Get it all nice and wet. Kind of weight it down a little bit with, you know, whatever. A little bit of rocks or something like that. And see what that looks like. Okay, so like I said, I use this plaster cloth, brand new bag. Let me get it opened up over here. And, oh boy. Seriously? Let me get it opened up. All right, that's better. There we go. Woo, it's powdery and everything. So what I'm gonna do here is really just kind of get this out, cut a piece that's about big enough to sort of cover this whole area, which is right about there. So let me cut that off. Ooh, dirty job here. So do this when you're not going to get too dirty, right? And yeah, I'm going to cut that. We'll get a little bit of water on this, you know, kind of get it all sort of squished down the way we want it. Let it kind of settle down, and then let it all dry up, and then see what it looks like. Okay, I was trying to figure out how best to do this. It's been a little while since I messed around with plaster cloth and stuff. I found my little you know, squirter here. I'm just gonna wet this down so it doesn't kind of jump up at, you know, kind of squishes back down a little bit. Just wet this guy down. There we go. Ooh, like a wet paper bag. That's basically what I want to start out with. Because again, this is just a little rolling hill right here, and it'll provide just a nice little divide here between, you know, between the two different industries on either side. All right, there we go. That's a little better. I think I should wet it down. Yeah, I think I'm going to wet down the underside here too a little bit. Alright. This is going to take forever to dry, huh? But yeah, we got time. Alright, there we go. Okay, almost like a paper mache you end up with. That's good. This is kind of like a little Bob Ross moment here. Just kind of let little happy things happen over here, you know? Alright, now we can get our plaster cloth over here, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just kind of tuck it in over here because it sort of angles down. And we'll tuck it over here. Alright. There we go. Nice little rolling hill kind of deal. Trying to keep it off the track here. But we're going to come back and you know, kind of ballast up how we need to do, touch things up a little bit here. Let's just get this thing all nice and wet. Yep, looking good. There we go. And now we'll just kind of screw around with it a little bit here. Yeah, this is probably going to take quite a bit of time to dry because you know, we got the wet paper underneath there. But like I said, I'm not in any rush, right? You guys know that. That's about it. And then, you know, once this gets a little bit more solidified or solid, yeah, it's good. We don't even have to put anything on top of it. I'll make up a mix of my, you know, kind of covering, which what I do is I use Grout mix, not the sanded one. You could use sanded, but the one without the sand, and I have a colored Grout. I mix that up and just kind of smear it all on top, so that gives it sort of its little tan color, because that's what it is. And usually what I do is I put a little bit of white glue in there too, you know, just to kind of help bind things together, kind of like the, you know, putting some egg yolks in it, almost. And then we can kind of start slathering it around here, and so even though this looks like it's got holes in it, it'll all be nice and smooth. And then we can start putting a little bit of, you know, static grass and things like that on it. And let me not make a mess here with my hands because they're covered in plaster. But there you go. So we'll have a little bit more hill here, a little bit more elevation change, you know, kind of thing. Now the trees and stuff are going to go back on top of this too, so that'll help kind of do a little block right there. And I think I'm actually going to do another one right over here. And while I'm at it right here, just getting things sprayed up, I think I'm going to go do that, but I'll do it off camera here for you. And we'll see what it looks like after I'm done. All right, there we go. Same thing over here, just a little bit of paper underneath, plaster cloth, sprayed it all up. And this one's actually starting to kind of stiffen up just a little bit. But like I said, because we wet the paper down underneath, it's going to take quite a bit to dry, or at least a day or two. Right, but just to show you, we can add a little bit of elevation there, a little bit of hillage, a little bit of blocking, you know, sort of little separation between the two sides. With our little wooded area here, except I think we're going to call this the hilly area. All right, so next is mixing grout and kind of slathering it on there, you know, even though it's wet right now, that's fine. I just got to find my little bucket and get my grout mixed up. All right, so here is my grout. This is what I use. It's light almond. You can see it's kind of a little tan color, so it fits the thing. And it says unsanded grout with polymer. Now, I think I get this over at Lowe's. You could probably find something similar, or, you know, different brand or something wherever you shop. But we're going to mix this up with a little bit of water and, like I said, glue. And I had a bottle of something here. Here it is. I just happen to have. It's just some watered down white glue right here, so I'm going to mix it with that. And then normally, once we mix it all up, we can kind of brush it around on top of this and cover it, but my brush here has congealed and is totally solid as a rock. So we're gonna go kind of preschool here. We're gonna finger play here. All right. So let me get this stuff mixed up, and I'll show you how that looks after that. Alright guys, I'm mixing this up. I didn't know how much I'm going to need here, so I just kind of 3 really big heaping spoonfuls of it. And I think I got most of my glue mixed up in here. I don't think you need to use the glue, but you know, it just sort of helps. And we'll just keep adding water in here until it turns into you know, the right consistency. I'm kind of looking for something like you know, ketchup, so we can smooth it and kind of, you know, play with it. And it does tend to kind of thicken up, so we'll add a little bit more here. Let's make a nice like pancake batter out of it here. Now sometimes I've added, you know, just dirt from my garden into here too. I know I've done that in the past. I don't really need it because usually on the hills I cover it with, you know, static grass or whatever, and it just sort of covers it all up anyway. So, all right, there you go. Let's just start slathering this on. Ooh, fun. And again, like I said, this is all going to get covered up with static grass. And we're going to have trees and, you know, a little bit of stuff, you know, around it. Kind of going around the edges here to try to kind of conceal the very edge of it. I know you can't see it right there. Yeah, probably going to need a little bit more here to do both hills, but that's enough right there. And again, it's one of those things that doesn't really have to be perfect right here because we're gonna cover it all up anyway. So right there, and I'm trying to kind of keep it off the track and whatnot. You know, obviously a little bit of a bit on the back side right there. You don't want to make too much of a mess here, like I'm doing right there. All right. Here comes. Trying to get it down here without getting it all over the track and ballast and everything, but I kind of want it pretty close right there. And again, we'll come back here with you know, with ballast as we need to. A little bit too much right there. Oh, baby. Oh, well, whatever. Happy little accidents here. All right, we'll just get a little bit more right there. And again, since this is grout, it's all just going to kind of congeal. You know, I guess you could use this for doing, you know, rocks too. So you could let it dry up a little bit, and then you can kind of get in there and scrape this up a little bit. I might just do that right over here to kind of make believe like this is just a little bit of a rock, like it was cut through here or something like that. All right, that took up about almost the whole thing right there. 3 heaping spoonfuls here. I still got to do that one. So let me do that, and we'll take a closer look at it. All right, I got the second batch of it kind of mixed up here. I left it a little bit more watery. I want to see what it, just kind of how it does over here. Not as thick as the other one. Yeah, this would be better with a, you know, with a paintbrush. You know, an old paintbrush or whatever, or something you're gonna know you're gonna clean up. Matter of fact, I might just do that. I'm gonna grab one of my paintbrushes and we'll kind of play with it a little bit more. I just got to make sure I clean the paintbrush afterwards. We'll get in this. We'll get in here with the paintbrush right here, right along the track. All right, good enough. Let me go, hopefully not destroy my nice paintbrush here. Let's see here. Yeah, just kind of smooth it out like this. Just kind of fill in all the bumps, and again in here, make sure there's no, you know, holes, crevices, all that kind of stuff. This is supposed to be, you know, California sort of sandstone, so I'm just going to try to make some, you know, sort of layers here. Because I'm not quite sure what this is going to look like, you know, when I'm done. I don't know if it's just going to be like a rolling grass-covered sort of deal, or maybe we'll have a little bit of exposed rock or something like that. All right, good enough there. Let me get this side here. Yeah, this thinner stuff here is a little bit harder to work with, so I think I should have just kept it thicker, but whatever. I'll let this thing dry out a little bit and then come back with the brush, you know. But you know, you can kind of start playing with this, making little lines and things like that. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to stick my brush, because this is a halfway decent brush. There we go. I'm going to stick it in the water right there for cleanup. Oh boy. All right, there you go. Look at that. So we have got at least some hills over here started. Well, I'm going to keep on working on this, and then I'll probably post this either today or tomorrow or whatever. I don't even know what day it is. Is it like Tuesday or something? Yeah, Tuesday. So layout update. We're actually working on the layout over here, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Making little mountains here in Orange, California. And I'll see you in the next video, which I'm not sure what it'll be, but at least we're looking forward to our operations on Friday, and give you a little sneak peek over here. Little sneak peek of what's going to be happening on Friday. Yeah, we just might be running these two guys right here. Yeah, anyway, I think the camera cut out on me on there. But anyway, we're going to be running these guys on Friday. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and a like button, all that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, blah, blah, blah. And you won't miss any of this fine model railroad action we're going to be doing over here. Running some Santa Fe units and playing with plaster. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next video.